Hello, our homework for this week is going to be ordering fractions, decimals and percentages. This is a typical maths exam question. It says write these numbers in order of size, starting with the smallest first. What you must do is follow instructions. You must start with the smallest first. Now, one thing you will notice on this type of question is you've got a mixture of fractions, decimals and percentages. So what we need to do is we need to try to make sure they're all either in fractions, they're all either in decimals or percentages. And the easiest way to do a question like this is probably to make them all into decimals. Now, these two are already in decimals, so we can leave these for the time being. What we need to do now is we need to try to convert a fraction to a decimal. And we'll start off with this one here, so 1/4. What is that as a decimal? Now what you can do is you can write it down like this: 1 divided by 4. So in other words, what is 1 use the bus stop method, by 4. So we can find out how many 4s go into 1. We know it doesn't work, so it's going to be 0. What we need to do now is put the decimal point and the decimal at the bottom. We need to carry the 0 over, add a 0 there, and then carry this 1 over here. So how many 4s into 10? 4, 8, we know it's 2, remainder 2, so we just add another 0 here and put the 2 up there. How many 4s into 20? 4s into 20 is 5, so the answer for this one would be 0.25. Right, we're going to be looking at this one here, 3/8 as well. So let's look at 3/8 there. So in other words, 3 divided by 8. So we write here 3, and you put 8 divided by there and 8 in the outside the bus stop. So how many 8s go into 3? We know 8 doesn't go into 3, so it's going to be 0, and you must add the decimal point there. Put another 0 there, carry the 3 over. How many 8s go into 30, 8, 16, 24, so you've got 3 and we've got 6 left over, so we put another 0 there, carry the 6 over. How many 8s go into 60? 8 times 7 is 56, and we've got 4 left over, so we put another 0, and 8 into 40 is 5, so the answer is 0.375. Just got this percentage left here. How do we convert a percentage into a decimal? What you would do is you would divide that by 100. So I'm just going to go back 2 decimal places, 1, 2, and my answer should be 0.30. Now, at the moment, they're all in decimals now, but there's a bit of a problem because this one, the first one's got 2 decimal places after 2 decimal places. This has got 2. 3/8 is 0.375, so it's got 3, and this one's got 1 here, and this one has got 2. So what we need to do, we need to put 3 decimal places. So what I'm going to do is write this one out again. So 1/4 would be now 0.250. 30% is going to be 0.300. You notice you got 3 decimal places. 3/8 is going to be 0.375, and 0.2, we're just going to add the 2 decimal places to that extra decimal places, so 0.200, and 0.17 now is going to be 0.170. From here, what we can do now is we can see quite easily that the last one here is the smallest number. So I'm going to start off with this one up here. So it's going to be, if I use a different pen for that, it's going to be 0.170. So that's finished. The one after that you're going to have is going to be 0.200. So it's going to be this one here. So it's going to be 0.200. Now the next one is going to be 0.250. So it's this one here, 0.250, and the one after that is going to be 0.300, 0.300, 0, 0, and lastly it's going to be 0.3, 7 and 5. Now we cannot accept this as our final answer, because what we need to do is we need to make sure we put them into the original form of the question. So 0.17 was originally 0.17, so we could write it as that, 0.17. 0.200 was originally 0.2. 0.250, that was the question for 1 quarter, so we could write 1 quarter there. 0.300, that was 30%. And the last one, 0.375, was 3/8. Now what you would have noticed, all of the bottom ones are in order of the original form of the question. I've got a question for you. Again, the question says write these numbers in order of size. Start with the smallest number. So you've got 73%, 2/3, 0.9, 3/4 and 0.87. What you need to do is you need to attempt this question, take a photo of this and send it on to class charts. Thank you for watching.